do our CrossFit 808. Alicia Mita, who is personally one of my daughter's superstar action figure heroes. I don't know if it's just because she's tan, because she's badass, whatever it is, but here we are at her gym, working on some issues today. One of the things that we have been spending a lot of time on is, your knee came in as your squat just then, just so you know, is that we've been working and talking about the mysteries of the human body. One of the reasons that the high five is so offensive, and we've talked about this before, is that it's internally rotated. It's such a bad position. It just doesn't look good. The Hawaiian slap makes total sense because you're externally rotated. It's not an accident that you're so, like that has so much soul to it because it isn't offensive and it doesn't violate the laws of nature. The other thing we were noticing today is that the shaka also works because it's also externally rotated. I'm not going to say, but no one ever does is like, hey, right? That's awful, right? It's always like, what's up? I mean, everyone, even Turtle, does full extra rotation, bro. Okay, so a couple ideas. Why there's so much aloha in Hawaii? Because they're all fucking Oregon. I just said that. Delete that. All right, it's the first time I've sworn MobilityWOD in a long time. Okay, so check it out. Here's what we're doing now. Working with Elise, and one of the issues with Elise is that we're working on her internal rotation. She knows this is a problem for her. In fact, on this side is a telltale that she was in a bad position one time in her life. Right? What happened to that?
Inferior capsular shift from dislocation in mass.
Bam! I don't know what that means. Shing, it sounds like she dislocated her shoulder and they had to go reef up the capsule. So, is that correct?
Yep.
There you go. On your back real quick. So we mobilized her before, and one of the things that I want to show you guys today is that, and I'm going to show her other arm, is the impact on interrotation on efficiency. So I'm going to pin her shoulder down, and that's about 30% more interrotation than she had on her right side. Her right side locked up at about 100%. We know that the compensation is forward, and so when we came over and tested this earlier, her full end range of interrotation was right here. Stop, and it was like a hard end feel. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the impact when we clean her up. So let me pop up real quick. I'm going to show you a quick interrotation mode. So we're going to go ahead and just voodoo floss this thing real quick. And I'm just going to run this around about 50% band tension. I don't go real tight around the armpit, mainly just around this kind of common aponeurosis deltoid business here. Really quick. Super fun, right?
Oh yeah.
Her favorite. Just thinking about the Mai Tais, thinking about the Mai Tais. On your back. And then my personal favorite rotation mode is that I'll stand on her shoulder, and then she internally rotates past, and then she does it actively, and that can just help a little bit. I'm just smashing that thing down. I'm not saying you should do this, but this is one way to work on it. She can do it herself. We call it press on the gas. Just step on the gas. Since I'm a licensed physical therapist, I'm going to internally rotate here. But she can be doing this herself, but for just to make it a little faster. And I'm just ungluing this tissue. 2 minutes is our minimum dose. If she starts to get tingly at all, we stop. You doing okay?
Yep.
She's doing a good job making Zen face, right? No big deal. Very, very good. Quick, unreload. Just want to show you what it looks like with a full smashing session. 2 minutes of good hell on the shoulder. Ungluing this quickly. Okay. Pop on up. It's about a minute. We've got it on the camera. Hopefully we don't lose the end. The unveiling. On your back. So when we retest, we should see big changes, and we're basically able to recapture about 100% of our internal rotation. Go ahead and push back for me, push, and then I can little contract, relax, just to take off the last little bits. Go ahead and push, help map this range. Now, what we did earlier is we had her jump up on the reins, and just jump to support. We know full range of motion means I need to have my elbows straight. We know that if your elbows are bent, you're not in a good shoulder position. And when she achieved that, when she was fresh, she could lock out, her shoulders were forward in that compensated position, but after a while, she would bend back into that internal rotated position. Now, we've cleaned up this internal rotation, but watch what happens when she jumps up to support now. Now, what we're seeing, good position, butt is squeezed, toes are pointed. And this side turns out and locks out. Turn that side out. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with that side? What's the difference? What's going on? And so you're going to see that this side is actually going to decay. She's weak in this position, But we can actually get full range of motion, and when she starts, can you do a slow dip for us? No, don't surrender that. Come back to neutral and capture that torque on the way down. You can see the difference. Even this shoulder is way further back than this shoulder in terms of range, which means that it's much more set in position. She presses back up, reclaim position, and can you get that thing straight? Does that feel different than that side?
Oh yeah.
In what way?
It's just not as stable.
What's not stable? This side? Why are you breathing hard? Come on down. There you go. Torching the girl. Full range of motion means that I need to be able to lock out and work on this. We see that this position is crucial, especially when I start Olympic lifting, to be able to end up kind of being able to control that corner. And when we start seeing high rep dips, as I start to fatigue, I devolve into these unstable kind of open circuited positions. So, quick idea about fixing that. One of the things, the other thing today we want to put up is that someone crushes the MobilityWOD woman test. Will you do that for us real quick? Now, she did. We got to put her on camera for this because it's so legit. You don't have to do it with 44s, do it with 35s. She was doing it with 44s today. Show you 2-step now. You got it? So go ahead and throw those up. And we're going to take a look at your end range. Now this is the side of the Voodoo floss. Does this feel different side to side?
Yeah, I can feel my left arm bent and my right arm able to.
We didn't work at this. One of the things that we say in physical therapy is test something you changed, you know you changed, something you didn't know you changed. Well, it turns out you need that full rotation. So go ahead and squat for us. On camera for the point, for the win. Legit, what's up? No problem. MobilityWOD, ladies and gentlemen. 808. What's that shirt say over there? What's your shirt say?
Cake.
Cake. That's what's up. See you guys tomorrow.